Wonderful good morning. This is Grandpa with the latest news from the Grandpa Neighborhood News team. I saw me get it, I saw me go no. I may not take out, I may not put in. Yes. Yes, me paper. Seaforth High School collaboration, disgrace and everything. And how can I sit now go my paper? We are go on the spot, but you are going. The principal for the Seaforth High School in St. Thomas, me paper, to what we understand that them almost fire the principal, Mr. T, saying that him indulge in some money removing system. You understand me? Wish a lot of people in it. Them get back them work, and Mr. T no get back him work. And Mr. T is a father, a parent to the children of the school, and also to everybody in the community. Now, the parents, workers are demonstrating that they need back Mr. T to come back to the Seaforth High School as principal, and if them not take him back, the school have to go locked down, and Grandpa going right. And
Pleasant morning. I am Norman Rose, a concerned teacher at Seaforth High School. What I want to put forward today, I am voicing on behalf of the concerned teachers based on two developments. One, we are looking at the fact that there has been injustice dispensed to our principal, and secondly, the impact that this has had on the school's population. I want to point out that, first of all, from the fiasco started in January to June, we have lost over 200 and odd students, transfers out, and some who were suspended who didn't bother to return to school. Now, this is what we have on record, because off record, there are more that just stop attending, and there's no information as to what's happening with some of these students. We look at the fact also that when it comes on to sports, Seaforth High School is known, our D-Cup team is known. This is a community thing as well as a student thing, because this is how we take care of some of our troubled students, is in the advent of sports. And to know that this year there will be no D-Cup team, the community is deeply troubled about that. The student population is deeply troubled about that, because if there was a Mr. T, this would not have happened. Now, when we speak about Mr. T, we're not talking about an ordinary principal. We're talking about the same principal who some years ago when we had the fire that destroyed the visual art department. We're talking about the person who spent the entire weekend converting all in here into classrooms so that students could actually come and do their exam the Monday morning. When we speak about Mr. T, we are speaking about the principal who, when there was a major strike, went on the road with a school bus to collect the different students from different communities to come to school to sit. You see, sec, when we talk about Mr. T, we're talking about a principal who took on the unattached youth program single-handedly and taught many youth skills in which a lot of them are holding their own now in community. When we talk about Mr. T, we're talking about somebody in 2020 who has received an award from the Governor General as to his service in education. Now, when you dismiss a man like this, after your investigation was done and there was no financial irregularities finding, you dismissed him and you call back the bursar. It leads to a lot of concern, and the staff is deeply troubled because there's no what we call clarity. There is no understanding as to what is the situation here, what's up with it. And so what you see here, we're actually protesting the action of the board because we're saying that in every case, justice must prevail. We can't see justice in this. And we can't even see transparency because one of the questions asks, who voted on behalf of the teachers in a delicate matter where this is concerned? Because the teachers weren't consulted that something like this is happening. So who voted on behalf of the teachers? So you see, the approach is almost like a dictatorship approach. And if it can happen to the principal, it can happen to any one of us. So we have to be concerned as staff. And not only that, but we look at the situation in which students have actually reached out to him to come back to school, who were suspended or for one thing or another, they're outside and they're reaching out to him, but he can't do anything at this point to facilitate such students. You know, I want to wrap up with a popular quote. It's taken from 2 Samuel chapter 23, verse 3. It says that he that ruleth over men must be just, ruling in the fear of God. And we ask the question, where is the justice in this? And so our appeal is to the Minister of Education, Central Ministry, and Region 2, who is the body responsible for the school in this region. And we appeal to them, we need your help. We need you to be involved. And in particular, let me point out to Region 2 that I think Region 2 can do more. And we appeal to Region 2, do more. Because their parents right now on the stand line waiting for September to see if the principal will be returning. And then they'll make the decision to move their students. Up to this point in time, we have a lot of PEP students being transferred out already. And parents still waiting to transfer more. And so you find out that we're in a really delicate situation. And we're appealing. The reason why we have school is for the students. Not so much for the teachers. We work because the students are there. If there are no students, there will be no teaching. There will be no job. So we have to consider how we deal with our students. And the impact here has been more devastating on the student population. It's not so much on the teachers' population as on the student population. Because when you're losing your students, and when you see things spiraling out of control in the manner that it is now, then you know that it is a time for a change and a call for a difference. Reinstate the principal and let good sense prevail. I thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jacqueline Clennon, Vice President for Seaforth PTA. Now, as my placard has said, what are the findings? We welcome back Mr. Williamson with open arms, but 2 persons went on leave for an investigation to be done. 1 was reinstated. Why was that? Come on. And not only that, the PTA knew nothing about it until we heard it, and I heard it on the street. And the staff. Come on. You cannot do things like that. Seaforth, I don't need this negativity. What we need is to put Seaforth on the map positively. Now, for the first time in several years, there will be no DeCosta Cup competition. Children has been suspended left, right, and center. Mr. T has done so much for the school. I can tell you personally, he set up a program where when we pay our school fee, we would add an extra money to it where that would go towards our children's CXC. So when my son was to do CXC, I basically didn't have to find anything because Mr. Thomas had made sure that we had put away a little something for our children. When a principal think about our children, how can you do away with a man like that? I'm being emotional here. Come September morning, if Mr. T is not back at school, we cannot promise normalcy. One person do not call the shot for everybody. The main stakeholder in all of this are the students, and they're the one that is suffering. Come on, think about the children and their future. There are some that is school is their safe haven. Some of them home is not up to scratch. They're uncomfortable of being abused at home. And the only place for them to hide away or get a little ease is at school. And I'm telling you, children are saying, no Mr. T, no school. And it is so sad for it to boil down where we have to come out on the sidewalk holding placard. This shouldn't have been happening this morning. No way should this be happening. And I don't really feel proud of that. But we have to do what we have to do. And we are saying, no Mr. T, no school! No Mr. T, no school! And we are going to send a strong message to the person or persons who have fired him without a cause. And we are asking the Honorable Flavor Williams, Minister of Education, to step in and intervene quickly before the 4th of September. Because come the 4th of September, it won't be normal. No, Mr. Colbert Thomas? No! Thank you.
Yes, my people. Grandpa Fall is up and running in Trinity St. Thomas, my people. You see the fall there, it's beautiful. Refreshment are on sale, you understand me? So you can come enjoy yourself, but do remember, you know, Grandpa will keep the place clean. It's a place to remember your little contribution in order to fix up the place. Now for when we come and talk about a public river and this and that, but Grandpa have to keep the river clean. So cleanliness is godliness. And anybody no want to give a donation, you can know them nasty. You understand me? Welcome to Grandpa Fall. Whoa, whoa. And yes, my people, and this is history. Bonnie from Trinityville, walk and water. Oh. And that was the morning news. God bless you, know. As some get it, as some go, no, me not take out and me not put in. May God continue to bless you, know. Cause me can bless you, know, over and out.